The debt ceiling crisis is a serious threat to the U.S. economy and your financial well-being. The debt ceiling is a limit on how much the federal government can borrow to pay its bills. If Congress does not raise the debt ceiling by June, the Treasury Department will run out of money and may default on its obligations. This could have devastating consequences for you and millions of Americans. First, a default could trigger a financial crisis that would make it harder for you to borrow money, save for retirement, or invest in your future. Interest rates would spike, credit markets would freeze, and stock prices would plummet. According to the Treasury Department, a default in 2011 caused the stock market to drop by 17%, wiping out $2.4 trillion in household wealth. A default today could be even worse, as the U.S. debt is much higher and the global economy is more fragile. Second, a default could disrupt vital government services that you rely on, such as Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, veterans benefits, and food stamps. The Treasury Department would have to prioritize which payments to make and which to delay or cancel. This could mean that millions of Americans would not receive their checks on time or at all. A default could also affect federal employees, contractors, and grant recipients who depend on timely payments from the government. Third, a default could harm your health and well-being by undermining public health, safety, and security. A default could jeopardize the government's ability to respond to emergencies, such as natural disasters, pandemics, or terrorist attacks. It could also weaken the U.S. military and diplomatic power, making the world more dangerous and unstable. A default could also erode trust and confidence in the U.S. government and its institutions, leading to social unrest and political turmoil. The debt ceiling crisis is not inevitable. It can be avoided if Congress acts responsibly and raises the debt ceiling without delay or conditions. Raising the debt ceiling does not mean approving more spending, it means paying for what Congress has already authorized. Failing to raise the debt ceiling would be like refusing to pay your credit card bill after you have already made purchases. It would be irresponsible, reckless, and costly. You can help prevent a debt ceiling crisis by contacting your representatives in Congress and urging them to raise the debt ceiling as soon as possible. You can also educate yourself and others about the facts and myths surrounding the debt ceiling and its impact on your personal finances and well-being. You can find more information at The debt ceiling crisis is not a game. It is a serious threat that affects you and your future. Don't let it happen. The COVID-19 pandemic has caused a lot of stress and anxiety for many people, especially when it comes to their finances. If you are worried about how to cope with the economic fallout of the crisis, here are some tips and strategies to help you manage your budget, savings, and investments during these uncertain times. First, remain calm. Panic and fear can cloud your judgment and lead to poor decisions. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a deep breath and assess your situation objectively. What are your sources of income? What are your essential expenses? How much do you have in savings and investments? How can you reduce your spending and increase your income? Second, prioritize your expenses. Make a list of all your bills and debts and rank them according to their importance and urgency. Some expenses are non-negotiable, such as rent or mortgage, utilities, food, medicine, insurance, and minimum debt payments. These should be paid first. Other expenses are discretionary, such as entertainment, travel, dining out, clothing, and hobbies. These can be cut back or eliminated temporarily until your situation improves. Third, check in with your finances daily. Until you have a clear picture of your cash flow and budget, you should monitor your money closely. Track your income and spending using a spreadsheet, an app, or a website. Review your bank statements and credit card bills regularly. Look for ways to save money on groceries, utilities, transportation, and other expenses. Avoid unnecessary fees and charges. If you have trouble paying your bills on time, contact your creditors and ask for relief options. Fourth, know what to avoid. Some actions may seem tempting but can actually hurt your finances in the long run. For example, don't withdraw money from your retirement accounts unless you have no other option. You may face taxes and penalties and lose out on future growth. Don't take on more debt than you can afford to repay. Don't fall for scams or frauds that promise quick fixes or easy money. Don't ignore your financial problems or hope they will go away by themselves. Fifth, create a plan to protect your finances in the future. The COVID-19 crisis has shown us the importance of being prepared for emergencies and unexpected events. Start by building an emergency fund that can cover at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This will give you a cushion in case you lose your income or face a large expense. Next, review your savings and investment goals and adjust them according to your risk tolerance and time horizon. Diversify your portfolio across different asset classes and sectors to reduce volatility and increase returns. Finally, update your insurance policies and estate planning documents to make sure they reflect your current needs and wishes. Managing your budget during a crisis can be challenging but not impossible. By following these tips and strategies, you can take control of your finances and navigate through these uncertain times with confidence. Activities and hobbies to reduce stress and enjoy life without spending too much money. If you are feeling stressed out by the debt ceiling crisis, you are not alone. Many people are worried about their financial situation and how it will affect their future. But stress can have negative effects on your health and well-being, so it is important to find ways to relax and indulge in some self-care. One of the best ways to cope with stress is to engage in activities and hobbies that you enjoy and that bring you pleasure. Hobbies can provide many benefits for your mental and physical health, such as reducing stress levels by lowering your blood pressure, cortisol, and heart rate, enhancing your well-being by improving your mood, creativity, and sense of flourishing, improving your social connection by giving you opportunities to meet new people, make friends, and get support, providing a break from your responsibilities and a sense of fun and freedom, adding meaning and challenge to your life by stimulating your brain and learning new skills. But you may be wondering, how can I afford to do hobbies when I am struggling with debt? The good news is that there are many hobbies that you can do without spending too much money or even for free. Here are some examples of low-cost or no-cost hobbies that can help you reduce stress and enjoy life. Journaling. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can help you calm down an overactive mind, process your emotions, and gain insight into yourself. You can use any notebook or paper you have at home, or you can use online platforms or apps that are free or cheap. Arts and crafts. Anything that encourages your creativity and imagination can be in this group, such as drawing, painting, collage, scrapbooking, origami, knitting, crochet, sewing, etc. You can use materials that you already have at home, such as magazines, newspapers, cardboard, fabric scraps, etc., or you can buy some supplies at a dollar store or a thrift store. Baking. Baking can be a relaxing and rewarding hobby that also gives you delicious treats to enjoy or share with others. You can use ingredients that you already have in your pantry or fridge, such as flour, sugar, eggs, butter, etc., or you can look for recipes that use inexpensive or seasonal ingredients. You can also experiment with different flavors and decorations to make your baked goods more fun and unique. Gardening. Gardening can be a great way to connect with nature, get some fresh air and sunshine, and grow your own food or flowers. You don't need a lot of space or equipment to start a garden. You can use pots, containers, or window boxes that you have at home or that you can find at a low price. You can also use seeds from fruits or vegetables that you eat or buy them at a low cost. You can also look for community gardens in your area where you can join others who share your interest. Adopting a pet. Having a pet can bring you joy, companionship, and unconditional love. Pets can also reduce your stress levels by lowering your blood pressure and heart rate, increasing your oxytocin levels, the hormone that makes you feel happy, and providing social support. You don't have to spend a lot of money to adopt a pet. You can look for shelters or rescue groups in your area that offer low-cost or free adoptions. You can also choose a pet that suits your lifestyle and budget. For example, fish, hamsters, birds, or cats may be easier and cheaper to care for than dogs. Puzzles/games. Solving puzzles or playing games can be a fun way to challenge your brain, improve your memory and concentration, and have some entertainment. You can use puzzles or games that you already have at home or that you can borrow from friends or family. You can also look for free online puzzles or games that you can play on your computer or phone. You can also play games with others online or in person to increase your social interaction. Singing/dancing. Singing or dancing can be a great way to express yourself, release tension, and have some fun. You don't need any special equipment or skills to sing or dance. You just need some music that you like and some space where you feel comfortable. You can sing along to your favorite songs on the radio or online platforms like YouTube or Spotify. You can also dance along to music videos or tutorials online or create your own moves. You can also join a choir or a dance class in your community if you want to meet new people who share your passion. These are just some of the many hobbies that you can do to reduce stress and enjoy life without spending too much money. The most important thing is to find something that makes you happy and that suits your personality and preferences. Remember that hobbies are not a waste of time, they are an investment in yourself and your well-being. So go ahead and try something new today. You may discover a new hobby that will enrich your life.